tell them that in spite of insurmountable odds, we can do this thing. I can't get no help in here. And if God had not intervened, they probably would have done it. Isn't it strange how easy it is to believe negativity? Isn't it strange how easy it is to believe what negative people have to say? I mean, it's just as easy to believe the possibilities, particularly if you have a word from God. Are you with me? Now let me close. I'm finished because I'm boring you. I can see that. I can see that. You're very bored this morning. You're very bored. First of all, God allows us to see a vision of greatness. Not everyone who sees the vision will enter into greatness, because some people will fall prey to negativity. Now here's the third point. The consequences are great when we refuse to move into greatness. Three things happen when a church or even an individual refuses to move into greatness. Particularly a church. Well, three things happen. First of all, it turns on itself. Numbers chapter 14 contains a full report of the self-destructive grumbling and complaining that characterized the Old Testament church when they refused greatness. A church will either move into greatness or spend its days in pettiness and arguments about procedures, plans, and practices. These four. Chapter 14. The Bible says, so all the congregation lifted up their voices and cried, and the people wept all that night. And all the children of Israel complained against Moses and Aaron, and the whole congregation said to them, if only we had died in the land of Egypt, if only we had died in this wilderness. Why has the Lord brought us to this land to fall by the sword, that our wives and children should become victims? Would it not be better for us to return to Egypt? So they said to one another, let us select a leader to return to Egypt. Praise the Lamb of God. That's really my second point. Not only will it turn on itself, but it always wants to go back. It wants to go. Here it is. What they failed to realize was they couldn't go back. God was not going to allow them to go back into the days of slavery and making bricks. But what God did, he relegated them to a life of wilderness wandering. They lost their opportunity. They demolished a generation. They murdered their own opportunity. And when a church says no to greatness, it goes through years of slow death and decline. When it says no to divine opportunities, it goes through years of slow death and decline. My God. They said, let us make a captain. Let us make a leader. Let us choose somebody to take us back. They've been crying to God 400 years, crying to God, get us out. Get us out. Get us out. He got them out. 10 plagues they saw. Pharaoh's army drowning in the sea, they saw. Now they get a report about giants, and they want to go back. want to go back. God said, I'm not letting you go back. Can I get a witness? Third thing is I get out of here. Once it misses the moment, it cannot reach greatness. Even if it wants to.